our man is naturally the bigger man.
He's going to dwarf him on the night.
And he's been at the top level against Canelo, and this is basically a step down for him.
What happened?
This is a step backwards for him, I think you'll find.
If Hamzah's to fight the way he did against Adames, then he'll lose.
Basically, he was gifted a decision.
What's his best win?
This is the debate. 4 opinions, 2 teams. Each round, a question is thrown down, and there's no time to think.
We all grow some.
We're starting
We
from.
all grow
We
some.
starting. Our guests draw a fighter at random and must defend them, regardless of their personal opinion. Too big, too strong.
Look, no.
Too big, too strong.
You're wrong. He's got...
The pressure's real. The clock is ticking. This one's guaranteed to catch fire. You're supposed to be a top-class pundit, Tony Bellew.
I'm an analyst, and I'm fantastic at what I do.
Let us know who you thought won in the comments below. July 12th, 2 super middleweights lock horns. Edgar Berlanga versus Hamzah Sheeraz live on DAZN pay-per-view. Right, the teams. I'm joined by Sonny K. Got Sonny?
I'm all right. How are we doing, chaps? I don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest, but it's an honour to be here.
We're winning.
An honour to be here amongst some British boxing greats and Darren. So, yes, thank you for having me, everyone. I'm joking. Love you, really.
And 2 world champions, Cole Frampton, Tony Bellew. Good luck.
3 world champions, dear champ. So, yes.
Why does your fighter have the advantage in this fight?
Oh, no, we were picking first.
I'll go
You just agreed to it.
Carl Frampton. Well done, champ.
Seen him shuffling.
Why does our fighter have the advantage? Right, look, our man is the natural super... Our man is the natural super middleweight, Sonny.
He certainly is, and he's been at the top level against Canelo, and this is basically a step down for him.
What happened?
This is a step backwards for him, I think you'll find, against Hamzah Sheeraz.
Yeah, look, he's big, he's strong, he's powerful. This is his division.
Okay, but the fact of the matter is he's not bigger than my man.
No, he's not.
Yeah, but your man was once a 154 fighter.
Of course he was, but we all grow some.
We're starting
We
from.
all grow some. I was once a 154 pound fighter, wasn't I? So you know what I mean? we all grow at some point, and the fact of the matter is, our man is naturally the bigger man. I would say
he's going to dwarf him on the night. He's naturally bigger. He just dedicated himself to get down the leg.
Not in
He could have been a
terms of his
welterweight.
By the
if he
way, we
wanted.
all want Hamzah to win this fight. But anyway,
well, listen, at the end of the day, I think it's quite clear. Hamzah technically is the better fighter. He has the more attributes, I think.
Based on what? I've seen him lose to Bradley Skeet. He should have lost that fight.
But he didn't.
Dead at the weight.
Yeah.
We'll blame that on the weight.
He should have lost to Adames in his last fight.
I can relate to... See, I feel for Hamzah Sheeraz because I've been where he's been. Killing yourself at the weight is a big thing. It's absolutely huge. And I just feel at the right weight, with also there's some massive factor with the right team behind him now. I think this is going to be the biggest factor of his whole career. He's got the right team around him.
too big, too strong.
Look, no.
Too strong.
You're wrong. He's got... Although we'll agree that Berlanga has fought a higher level of opposition than Canelo, but it's a faded Canelo. I think it's not a Canelo that used to be. He lost to him pretty convincingly.
Lost every round. Yeah.
Lost every round. And that's
Canelo, though.
But the level
Canelo.
of...
You're talking about Canelo.
What's his best win?
Supposed to defend your man here, boys.
McCrory. Fair enough. Yes. However, McCrory.
Yeah, that's it, though.
Okay, who's your man's best win?
Liam Williams was a good win.
Oh, it's all about Canelo being over there.
Williams.
It's all about Canelo being over
What
there.
about Ammo Williams?
Ammo Williams was the biggest
Ammo
win.
Williams is a good win.
That's a very good win.
Yeah, but
And
in terms of
manner
size,
the
this man
victory.
is just would tower over Ammo Williams, and he would probably batter him about. To be fair,
Ooh, I don't
this
know
man's
about that.
aggression will outweigh that man's aggression, and when he's on the back foot, he struggles. Look at him against Adames last time out. He didn't know what to do. He didn't have the answers.
Big thing here, though, he's linked up with one of the best coaches in the game, I think, and Andy Lee. Loads of good fighters in and around the weight in the gym as well. Plenty of sparring. That's going to be a difference. I don't even think it is going to be a difference. It's just, even if he went in the ring by himself, he's beating Berlanga.
No, I would pick Hamzah Sheeraz every day of the week.
He's a bigger puncher, though.
Yeah, but who's he stopped? Everyone goes on about these punches and they do this, they're so
16
strong.
first round knockouts.
You've got to,
16 first
His
round
first
knockouts.
16 fights.
We can all knock people.
See,
out in the
Cole's
first round.
smiling, he knows. See, look.
No,
16.
yeah, but just give me one of them names who he's knocked.
Time. All right, you win.
We wanted you to win, to be fair.
Just give me the one name he's knocked out.
Why does your fighter have a bigger point to prove?
Sonny, you go.
Hamzah.
Ours has a bigger point to prove because people think that there was a lot of mystique about this one-round knockout run he went on where he was chinning every first 16 opponents, and then he stepped up and he started to knock a few out, but it were going on a little bit later. Then he fought Canelo. Everyone thought he was going to get wiped out. Probably a Canelo that's not quite as good as he used to be. But this kid's not a bad fighter, and I think people just think he's a bit of a... He's been handed these mugs at the start of his career, and then he gets Canelo, and that's it. He's found his level.
He's basically stepped up a level and been found one massively. So he has to prove he's at this level. For
Oz has a really big point to prove.
Yeah.
Last time out, massively underachieved. Everyone thought that he was destined to win that WBC world title. Yes, did hurt his hand. Nonetheless, I think he really needs to put in a big performance here and prove that he is a worthy world title challenger.
Yeah, he's got the most to prove because basically he was gifted a decision. So we all know he lost that fight. Don't know how the judges made it even a draw, really. But yeah, he lost that fight pretty conclusively, really, in the last few rounds by a couple of rounds, 2 or 3 rounds. And that's why coming into this fight, because he's been gifted that decision, he needs to make up for it by knocking out Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah, I think, do you know what? I think as well, there's an opportunity for both of these to be a star of this division, the future star of this division. I think that is...
With Canelo on the way out.
Yeah, with Canelo on the way out. There's pressure on there and there's a point of proof for both. Do you believe your man can go all the way?
Yes. He's been dead. They've been talking about him going on for greatness for a long time. And obviously there was a few slip-ups, and we talk about Bradley Skeet. I'll blame that on the weight. The last fight, a lot of people think he got away with one. I thought it was a wee bit closer than what other people thought. But maybe he did just about get away with one. But the weight that has been on this kid's shoulders for so long, people like myself and everyone else around Queensbury saying he's the next superstar, he's going to be a world champion.
Are you talking about Berlanga?
No, I'm talking about Hamzah.
Well, I've got Hamzah. Right, we're just going to copy and paste everything
what you're saying.
I
I was thinking, when did he fight Bradley Skeet?
Fucking hell.
Right.
We won that one then. We've definitely won that because there was 4 of us talking about...
We've been making a case for Hamzah Sheeraz. Now you give us Edgar Berlanga, and now you want us to make a case for him?
You're supposed to be a top-class pundit, Tony Bellew.
I'm an analyst, and I'm fantastic at what I do. But I can't, I'm not that good.
Why is your fighter more likely to get the KO?
Okay, well, Edgar Berlanga is only likely to get the KO because he literally has more KOs on his resume. That's the top and bottom of it.
He's a career super middle as well. Hamzah's coming
16 first round knockouts, I think I was quoted. Well, somebody
against
was quoted.
Who?
Exactly.
Loads of top level fighters. Loads of boys. Do you not know?
Our man
You're meant to be a pundit.
Our man is obviously on for the knockout. I mean, due to his horrendous ramrod jab, which is a nightmare for anyone. Once he lands that, Berlanga is going to be stuffed. And this man's track record of knockouts is pretty impressive, isn't it?
He stands and look at his dimensions and his size, Hamzah, but he stands in the pocket, which will allow Berlanga to get close.
Speed, accuracy, know-how. He's the real deal.
Massive reach advantage.
If Hamzah
doesn't use it though.
If Hamzah is to fight the way he did against, if Hamzah's to fight,
Lee's going to get him doing that.
If Hamzah's to fight the way he did against Adames, then he'll lose. But I don't believe he will. I believe he will use his attributes. And now that he's under Andy Lee, I think he'll fight.
Yeah, all right. You remember, you're backing Berlanga.
I am backing Berlanga, but I'm telling you, the reason Berlanga is the favourite for that because he has more knockouts than Hamzah Sheeraz. He is the more proven puncher of the two at this stage.
The natural super middle.
But like I said before, if Hamzah is to fight him up close, which would be a grave mistake, then he could end up getting knocked out himself.
This man at super middleweight is going to be a force.
He is.
He is going to punch so hard at 168 pounds.
After Berlanga sorts him out.
When that man gets hit, as you saw with the Canelo fight, after 3 rounds, in that 3rd round when he got hit, he retracted and he just couldn't get on any front foot and he couldn't get back into the fight. So that's going to happen early doors here, I think.
Yeah, head, body. I just think he's going to get busted up bad. Busted up bad.
I'd say, but I agree.
Yeah, he's just too good.
Well, that's a
Gonna
bit of
be
shit
too
for old
strong.
Berlanga over there, isn't it?
Tony doesn't know this game. He's
Yeah,
agreeing with
I
him.
know.
I know the game, but I can't make a case for like we've started off so well and now being given.
Well, I
this
agree
race.
too. I agree as well. If Tony's going to say he agrees, I actually agree with him as well.
But we've already touched it. I think the link up with Andy Lee, getting him to punch
Huge.
through the target, those long levers that he has, he's gonna be a real nightmare to face. I
And
think
also,
for any.
how's he gonna knock him out with that defence that he's got? It's impenetrable. It's an absolute nightmare to get through Hamzah's defence.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's an interesting fight. Like I say, there's so many different ways you can look at it, but ultimately, this guy is going to be the favourite going in. Edgar Berlanga's going.
Do you think he is?
He is. Yeah, he's going to be the favourite going in purely based off who he's been in with. Yes, he lost to him, but he's been in with him. He's been at the level. Carlos Adames isn't at the level of a Canelo, regardless of what happened with the result of him and Hamzah. People think he lost. Some people think he was very fortunate to get a draw. At this stage,
No more.
he's at the higher level.